Hey, namaste. Well, I've been asked the question, why is there so much aggression and when is this going to end? And, I've talked about this for a few years now, that this was coming on my other channel, my spiritual channel. And, what's happening is a polarization taking place, that those that are going towards light, actively going towards light, that they become more internalized and they continue with their journey. And the rest of the darkness can't stand the light. And it just gets crazy. The darkness gets crazy. So you have consequently, the darkness that wants to parade as light. And it just gets, case in point. Look at some of these places, and, I talk about them, and nasty, filthy, degraded things, and it's supposed to be a spiritual place, okay, where they advocate going after people, etc. Again, when you get darkness parading as light, it rails against the light. It just is, vicious. Okay? So, again, things are polarizing. And don't forget, it's darkness just before the dawn. So it's going to continue to have this polarization. And the light, needs to stand up. So, yeah, this is, things are going to become uncovered. Again, all this darkness spewing up and this atrocity is showing us what needs to change. Okay? It's putting light on those things that have been hidden under the surface. And now they're coming to the surface to be seen. Okay? And it's not pretty what's been under there. Okay? These are the things that are actually there that are being exchanged. Okay? These are the actual things that are taking place. And yeah, a lot of people have been wounded and remain wounded by this. So you got a lot of people feeling wounded, a lot of people that are unhappy, again, and they've turned their back on what they have, the beneficial things they have. They've turned their back on it to go another direction, okay? Not seeing foundation of not seeing what they already have right there in front of them. Okay. What's above it is, given so much. So many things have been given. And again, not appreciating what's given. Coming to this point of just more of that ego drama. That ego drama of unappreciation. And not understanding, the benefit, what one has, not being grateful for what one has. And again, it just gets darker and darker. So let's see what this big wounded thing is about over here. Okay. A lot of, energy, a lot of power, a lot of drama there going off again. So let me get a couple more cards out here with the lovers and okay. So it's been a lot of drama lately coming up. I think about the sexual dynamic, the other stuff, okay, that we need to find more of a strength and go beyond the dramas and the mentations that people have had, So all this nonsense is starting to come to the surface to be seen for what it is. And people need to start making a change. So what's covering the High Priestess is that pain, that pain that's coming up in seeing what's actually hidden there, okay? And if we're going to come to a light of star and things, then we need to get a handle and start bringing the good things out, rather than always, looking for, so many of them look for the ill, and they want to try, because they're unhappy in their life, they want to try to spin it and say conspiracy theories like Trump. Just lie, deny, absolutely a narcissistic, egregious personality that's out for one person themselves, and they don't give a rat's ass about anyone. And that wheel is turning. There are some that are falling off the damn wheel, okay? They're falling off the wheel. And it's going to continue to turn, Again, we need to bring back a gentler time. We need to bring back a gentler time when people were, looking and had some sort of manners. People don't even have manners anymore. Okay? So we need to start bringing that into the world, that message, and changing the world dynamic. And it's going to only change when we start, rather than grousing about what's not there and making everything toxic and everything look dark and everything look, this idea about Trump, make America great again. America was great till he got a hold of it. And now he's tearing down America. Okay? He wants to go to a place of lawlessness. Okay? And absolutely, again, what has Trump done? Pay for play. He's really the swamp. Okay? He's been absolutely the swamp. Okay? He just wants a lot of power without anybody seeing what's going on. Okay? A lot of power without seeing what's going on. Okay? And then he can be satisfied to do whatever the hell he wants to do. Okay? Without underneath of it, it's all ego. All ego. Doesn't want globalization, doesn't want any of that. He wants it all ego-driven for me, I, and that's it. Okay? So what we have above it, we need to come to a point of balance and fairness, rather than this idea that it's all for me and I don't give a rat's ass. I want all the energy, item, power. I don't want to see, and it's just all for me, my self-satisfaction. That's it. And that's the dynamic that's going on. I mean, even the other day we had that school shooting, and what happened? This boy got rebuffed by this girl, and the kids weren't nice to him, so he's going to take his revenge. It's like carte blanche. If I want her, she's got to be there. Again, they think they own the world. Ego. Own the world. It's all mine. And that's it. There is no give for, no wanting to give opportunity to people. They don't want to give the opportunities to people anymore. No, they just want to be out there and guarding for what they have and being fools. Okay? They just want to go out blindly wandering around. I don't know. Don't want to see. Okay? So there needs to be, again, a major, things are in the midst of shift. Again, it's polarizing. And when you have darkness and power, it will do all it can to destroy light, to become ego-filled, to bring division, okay? It's all about division. It's all about hate. It's all about suspicion. And all of those things, that are negative. That's their whole focus. They're driven by it. It's all they see. So the things of beneficial, of grace and love and sharing and coming together, and celebrating. No, they're in the opposite of that. Tearing down, causing division, being unhappy with everything. They want their own little world, and that's it. And they think that they are owed everything. Okay? And they don't owe anybody anything except for them. You know? And I see it more and more all the time. You know, I can tell you as a guru, I have so many people that I did the path for my whole lifetime, made that arrangement with the universe. Whatever I got, I would give back, which I have done. Okay? Constructed a path for people, give them practices, give them ways to go forward, and I get the nastiest, most vitriolic, hateful things back that you can imagine. And these are people that want to come and say they walk the path. They never give a penny, never give a dime. Just take whatever you give, and it's never enough, and it's not what they want to hear, and then they leave and get nasty and vitriolic and hateful. So, you know, this is going on all over. This is unfortunately going on, and those of the light have to continue to stand up and say enough is enough. You can't be cowed by this. You can't give up. You can't get negative, because that's what the other side wants. They want you to get negative. They want you to get suspicious. This is why Russia is so much onto that, you know, and these people, because they are unhappy in their life with something, they will gravitate to these nonsense stories of darkness. Because it's so much easier to rail and be pissed off and cynical and angry, okay, than it is to be genuine with honesty, integrity, transparency, and sacredness. Okay? So again, you know, it's this fallacy that they think they have more power if they're aggressive and nasty. They think that's more powerful. Okay? That the darkness is more powerful than the light, but that's not true. Okay? So stand, hold your ground. Okay, be grateful. Again, if you're in depression, first thing I say, make a gratitude journal. 3 things you're grateful for every day. Okay, write them down. Go back over it later. Okay, so if you turn around and go from that pessimistic, angry, defeated drama, okay, this is not saying that everything is fabulous in the world and you're blind to what's taking place. No, you have to be realistic. Be realistic. But say, you know, no, I'm going towards the light. I'm following the light of Christ, or I'm following, you know, the way of Buddha, or I'm following, you know, whatever. Krishna, or I'm following, you know, just within my own self to find out what is that light of God, what is there underneath the surface of what is seen. Okay, so I hope this helps to understand some things that are going on. It's a time of polarization. Okay, and again, I've been saying this for a number of years. You can ask my students. I said a time of polarization is coming. The dark is going to get darker, and the light is going to get lighter. And they are going to rail and rage against the light, because the more light that comes in, guess what? The more it pisses off the dark. And the more radical the dark will be, and the more in your face the dark is going to be, as a way to try to get rid of the light. Okay? Can't let that happen. Okay? They can have their darkness in their hell realms. They're welcome to it. But it doesn't mean that's where we have to go. Okay? Don't forget, things are eternal in nature. And we're only on this planet really a short time in the whole scheme of things. So don't get down, you know. Let them have their angst and anger and drama. And unfortunately, when they leave the form, all that is going to come back on them, and they are going to have to process all of this negative that they have been doing. It's going to come back karma full on in their face for them to have to feel what they have put other people through. So it's a learning experience for them, and one that will be a very difficult thing for them. So don't think that they're going to get out of it. There is karma, okay? The scales will be righted, okay? So just continue forward, okay? Namaste.